How's everyone doing? Got a Blu-ray DVD update right here. Dollar store haul, actually Dollar Tree right there. And I was just going there to see if they had glasses, like whiskey glasses, which they didn't have. But I'm going to do a moonshine review coming up, so that's why I was trying to get a glass like that for. I just have the taller glasses, but that's alright. And as soon as I walked in, they had a huge display for $1 Blu-rays and DVDs. Of course, everything in the Dollar Tree is $1. And I was like, yes! I wasn't even expecting to see movies here. I've heard the rumors, the mysteries on here on YouTube and Blu-ray.com forums and things like that, that different Dollar Trees have Blu-rays for $1. I've never seen them. Not my one, never had it, so they finally did. They didn't have many to choose from. I'll go ahead and show you what I got. And I also got, for my toilet right there, to clean my toilet. I know you guys wanted to see that. Hey, it's Blu-ray. Blu-ray toilet, special edition. Alright, I'll show you, I only got 2 Blu-rays. They didn't have a lot of Blu-rays to choose from. Most of the ones that they had were like kids-related ones. And I really wasn't interested in picking those up. Although I did get one that was kind of kids related. I've heard it before. I'll show you in a second. They had a ton of these ones right here, Sweetwater, which I've heard great things about, and I've been meaning to check it out. I actually have the DVD for it, and I haven't sat down and watched it. And I was like, you know what? If it's good, I'll get the Blu-ray and get rid of the DVD or give away the DVD. So Ed Harris is in here, January Jones. Looks like a pretty interesting Western right here. Yeah, late 1800s. Beautiful prostitute. January Jones right there. Alright, sounded good already. No, just kidding. But yeah, it kind of reminds me from the back of Hell on Wheels a little bit. But hopefully that'll be good. Heard good things. So next up was the one kind of kids movie. It's called Return to Nims Island. I haven't seen Nims Island or Return to Nims Island, so it does have Matthew Lillard right there, which I like him as an actor, for the most part. Most of the roles that I've seen him in. So this is like, kind of like a fun family one. Again, they had, most of the Blu-rays that they had were like, family related ones and ones for kids and stuff like that. A lot of ones I've never even heard of before. And then the ones that they had like tons of Sweetwater, tons of this one. You know what, they had some surprising titles. They had some horror titles. They had some pretty well-known titles as well. They had Danny Boyle's, I can't remember the name right now. What is the heck is the name of that one? Won the Oscar. Slumdog Millionaire. It had Danny Boyle's Slumdog Millionaire DVDs there. They didn't have the Blu-ray. I wonder, what Blu-rays they had before I got there. Probably got cleaned out because it's right as soon as you walk in the door. 2 feet in, there it is right there, big display. And here's the DVDs that I got. Oh, actually, I'd probably make this cheesy thumbnail face too. Those are the typical thumbnail faces. When I do it, I kind of do it ironically, but I don't know. I guess it does draw views. Whatever. Next up is George A. Romero's Deadtime Stories Volume 2. Alright, I haven't seen Volume 1, so I'm guessing this is a horror anthology series right here. So I don't know how involved George A. Romero is in this, if he just came up with the stories, or if he's just... it says present, so maybe he's just a producer on this one. I'll have to look more into it. But, I don't know. It was one of the horror titles that were there that I didn't already have. Actually, there's one I'll show you in a minute. I'll go ahead and show you now. Don't wait. This was the horror title that I already have, but I decided to pick it up. I have it on Blu-ray, and I have it where it says Hell. I know Walmart and a few other chains, they changed the title to Apocalypse. This is a fantastic German post-apocalyptic movie. I did a full review for it, so if you want to check my review for it, you can click right here. It'll bring you to that review. Basically, the ozone layer is depleted and the Earth is just boiling. I can't remember, it's 10 or 20 degrees Celsius hotter. So instead of the summer being, like 80-degree day, it's like 120 degrees or something like that, to that effect. So even in the wintertime, where it's supposed to be like in the 30s, it's in like the 70s or something. So even at nighttime, it's really hot, and they have to wear protective clothing. All of the crops around the world have died out. A lot of the animals have died out. So, there's survivors, and of course there's cannibals, and I really love the heck out of this one, and I would highly recommend it. In fact, I picked this one up. I wish there were more. This is the only one they had of it. I'm going to do a giveaway for this one. It was $1. I'm like, you know what? Let's do a giveaway for it. So I'll be doing a giveaway for this soon, and I highly recommend this movie if you haven't seen it. Something just fell off. So yeah, there you go. Next up, Seven Below. which this looks pretty cool to me. Evil has found a new home, and of course it's got Ving Rhames, Rebecca DaCosta, Luke Goss, and Val Kilmer right there. Val Kilmer's been in a few different horror movies recently. He was in Thaw as well, which was decent. But this looks pretty cool, so I'm looking forward to that. And next up is That 70s Show Holiday Edition, 10 festive episodes. For $1, why the heck not? I love this show, and I know a lot of people crap on Ashton Kutcher, but he played the role of Kelso perfectly. He was spot on for that. And I really love him in Butterfly Effect as well. And he's done a couple other things, but he does do a lot of those kind of rom-coms that get kind of, you know, cliche and redundant. But Butterfly Effect was amazing. Love the heck out of that movie. That movie actually I felt was disturbing, especially with the scene with the dog and a few other scenes too. Love that movie. And don't be put off just because there's a well-known mainstream actor in a horror movie. Give it a fair chance. I feel like a lot of people write certain horror movies off because of that. Like Case 39, I thought was an excellent horror movie, but because it had, what is that, Renee something, or whoever that girl, whoever the lady is, she's been in a bunch of different stuff, and then it had Bradley Cooper in it. Bradley Cooper, I always get, it's not Reese Witherspoon, it's the other blonde girl. I can't remember her name right now. She talks kind of funny. I can't remember. But people kind of wrote that movie off because of the cast, and a few other horror movies I've seen that too. And you gotta give it a fair chance, but love this show. Again, 10 different episodes. Thanksgiving, The Best Christmas Ever, First Date, Halloween, Too Old to Trick or Treat, Too Young to Die, Hyde's Christmas Rager, and Eric Foreman Christmas, Thank You Christmas Winter. So, there you go. And then next up, I got G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero, and this is the M.A.S.S device. Right here, let's see, it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 episodes, it looks like, right here. I remember, you know, it's been a while since I've seen this show. I grew up on this cartoon and I loved it. One of my favorite cartoons growing up, but again, it's been forever since I've seen it. The episodes on here are The Cobra Strikes, Slave of the Cobra Master, The Worms of Death, Duel in the Devil's Cauldron, A Stake in the Serpent's Heart, and bonus feature, Looking Back with writer Ron Friedman. So that's pretty cool. There you go. Knowing's half the battle. I guess this was a big story arc. Again, they're building some kind of device, dangerous places around the globe. They got to stop Cobra, and there you go. This was kind of nostalgia factor for me. They had, like, a lot of the ones that they had, like these ones, they had like 20 each of at least. So, I don't know. For $1, I couldn't pass it up. And Dummy right here, which I had never heard of. The cast is what really drew me into it. I picked it up. I saw this. I'm like, Adrian Brody, meh. But he has done some good stuff. Obviously, the piano and a few other things that he's done that have kind of surprised me with his roles. At first, I wasn't sure when he was in The Predators, but I actually ended up, you know, the more I watched it, the more I appreciated his role in it. But I still didn't like Topher Grace in his character right there for Predators. But I'm kind of digressing. This one right here, what drew me in was the cast. Adrian Brody, Mila Jovovich, Elena Douglas, Vera Farmiga, and Jared Harris. Pretty great cast right there. So this looks like a guy kind of going crazy. He's got a ventriloquist dummy. A comedy about finding your voice before you lose your mind. It kind of reminds me of Lars and the Real Girl and a few other different ones. Beaver with Mel Gibson. Even Magic with Anthony Hopkins, just because of the use of the dummy right here. So but this looks kind of like a romantic comedy kind of esque one. So maybe more like Lars and the Real Girl or something like that. But there we go. There are my dollar store Blu-ray and DVD pickups. 2, 4, 6, 8 pickups right there, and then my toilet cleaners. It was $9 and like I think 20 cents or something like that. So I'm cool with that. I will go back to see if they put more Blu-rays out coming up soon and more horror titles. Again, they had a few horror titles. A lot of them weren't ones I was interested in or ones that I have seen before I didn't care for. I got the ones that I thought were decent. Again, this one I've seen and I love. I'm going to give this one away coming up soon, so watch out for this giveaway. I know it's only a DVD and it's only one copy, but I hope you guys will appreciate it anyways because the movie's awesome, in my opinion. And check out my review for it. You can click right here on this. It'll bring you to the review. I know you want to do it. This looks really cool. I'm really excited for that one. Let me know if you guys have seen any of these movies. Deadtime Stories, Volume 2. And what you think of them as well. Leave me a comment or video response down below. And also let me know if your dollar store has Blu-rays as well. Or DVDs even. My one usually has DVDs, but it's usually, again, like kid-friendly ones or ones I've never even heard of before, and ones that just don't look appealing to me. They have a lot of, like, race car ones, too. I'm just like, I'm not too big into NASCAR or anything like that, so I'm just like, no thank you. So I was kind of surprised at the selection this time. So maybe it's just from Blockbusters or different things or different chains that are liquidating. So there you go. I'm happy with it. Looking forward to checking out a bunch of these ones. And take care.